So where do you guys go from here, you and Lena? Because obviously you guys, I mean, does this keep happening? Is the door off the hinges now when it comes to dudes? Like,
definitely we're gonna do more shit with other guys,
right?
But I don't, we're not gonna do like another reality show to find the next guy that she's gonna fuck or whatever. For sure, if we have an idea, something that'll take it to the next level, then we're down to do it. But at this point, I think we're kind of plotting our next moves. I think that as like an overall umbrella idea for Plug Talk, we could kind of take like any successful content style. Last night I was thinking about game shows a lot and just thinking like, because I know that some of those guys like the Sidemen and the Amp guys and everything, Kai Cenat and all of them, that they do basically game shows that are kind of like ripoffs of existing game shows that people watch on TV, right?
You could do it like the sex version.
Makes sense to me, but we got to figure out, because like I think me and her are both looking at like how we exit Plug Talk at a certain point. Like, how do we build it into a business that doesn't seem entirely dependent on me and her? And I think we've taken some important steps with that, because we do these live orgies consistently on the channel.
Right.
Where we'll have
you'll have it, some of it on YouTube, some of it on
yeah, but we do like a big panel, like 15 or 10 people talking or whatever, and then everybody goes and fucks. But if we could produce content that would consistently do well and promote the porn side of things and make it X-rated, but then also be able to have a version of it that goes on Instagram and TikTok and everything, I think that's perfect. So I think we need to like basically figure that out, because we want to have another kid at some point. So there's going to be a shakeup in terms of Lena not doing content for 6 months or whatever. Well,
I was going to say, like, there's got to be like the end game's got to be, you guys are going to do this forever.
Not forever, but I will say that there's a lot of porn dudes like Dredd. Dredd is 50.
No, yeah, shout out to him.
A lot of porn dudes are like 50 at a certain point before they hang it up.
I'm talking about just like the being married with a performer, being on camera. It feels like anytime some of my favorite porn stars have ever gotten married, they usually retire.
I don't know. We're having fun with it. Honestly, if it wasn't fun, then we wouldn't be doing it. But
is it ever like, I don't like, you guys have always kind of had this type of relationship where you guys bring women in right to the fold. So I
mean, for me personally, I would do Plug Talk for free if I just got to fuck all ththese girls.
Exactly. Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's like, how do you ever like, you probably can never go back to just like, hey, it's just me and you.
I think we could. I think like,
because has it ever been that?
Just me and her?
Yeah.
I mean, before Plug Talk, for sure, there would be like months and months and months where we didn't hook up with anybody else, especially during the pregnancy and stuff. I kind of feel like as I've gotten older, like the threesome thing when I was still a civilian was such like a coveted thing. Like it was just, I can remember every threesome I ever had. It was just the most exciting thing in the world to fuck two girls at the same time. Now, having done it hundreds and hundreds of times, I definitely feel like I could just be a regular guy.
Just married. Like hang out. Just married.
Yeah, definitely.
Come home, get dinner.
What, I'm going to be just chasing chicks around in the club and shit well into my 40s. I'm not really seeing it. So I feel like I could definitely be just straight monogamous. But I also feel like if we were monogamous and we weren't doing porn, we would probably start sort of being like, oh, well, maybe we should fuck this girl together. Maybe we should go out with her. Maybe we should, find, like, I think we would still probably find ways to want to explore a little sexually.
Did you end up fucking Joe Smith's wife?
No, but I would love to.
When didn't she pull up? She never did nothing? What'd you do?
We did the interview, and I was kind of tossing it out there like, hey, me and you doing porn, what do you think? And she didn't seem like it was off the table, but she's still married. So.
In the same way in like 2017, a rapper could go on your platform and it changes their life. Are you guys kind of like the coveted platform for any porn chick to try to get on, to try to kind of change the trajectory of their business on OnlyFans?
I mean, definitely we're a platform that could do that. I don't know. Like if somebody wants to make a bunch of noise by just doing a sex scene in general, I think we're like a great place for somebody to pull up. Like I know that we for sure moved the needle big time on that teacher, Brianna or whatever they were talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The market is very flooded in terms of porn
you guys like
content.
You guys have your pick every week, I'm sure. Like, we got X amount of people trying to do this.
Well, we have enough episodes right now to not do it till March. So we have
you're just racking them up.
Yeah, some weeks we'll do 5 or 6.
How would CJ Miles?
Oh,
she's a champion.
Oh my God, bro.
I've been a fan of hers for a long time on Twitter.
I can't wait for that one to come out. Her interview was mind blowing.
Very small.
She's 4'7".
So what was it? Was it
42 years old? 4'7". She's
42?
Can you believe it?
Fuck, them Asians, they don't age, bruh.
Insane.
Shit, what kind, is she a Filipina or what is she? Yeah, shout out to Filipino women and men. They do not age at all. My manager's 58 and he looks like he's 40.
I had a hell of a time not busting with her.
Man.
My shit was overflowing.
Was that like one of the better, like recent, because I'm assuming like.
Yes.
Yeah, CJ Mosley.
She's hot.
She's fire.
And it's something about her just being this like miniature sized human, but still being like basically a MILF. That was she's just so professional the way she was hopping on there.
You never fucked a midget?
No, I'm still looking for the right one.
I've seen a few. At least I've seen a few on Twitter where you're like, oh.
Yeah, but it hasn't really happened yet.
Because like the thing about midgets, do you remember the old OG porn star Pinky?
I do.
So Pinky to me was like, she was like just teetering on midget status.
Was she really that small?
She was built like a midget.
I didn't know that.
You know, like midgets are real stumpy and thick. You know what I'm saying?
I think she was just like.
Are we getting canceled for this?
I don't know. I DM'd Pinky too. I didn't hear back from her. Although my girl definitely doesn't remember Pinky, so it might have been kind of hard explaining.
I think Pinky is. I haven't seen her recently, so I couldn't. I saw a picture.
There was a whole thing where she was like, they took pictures of her in the fucking Walmart or some shit, and she wasn't looking so hot.
She wasn't looking so great,
and everybody's making a big deal out of it. And it's like, bro, you could take the hottest porn girl in the game and you show her with no makeup, shitty photo. It
just happened with Ice Spice. People try to talk shit about Ice Spice. I'm like, Ice Spice.
When you see that, you realize how confused a lot of guys are, because the way chicks look when they're on camera fully dolled up and the way they look 99% of the time, it's not the same thing. And that's like a little boy thing of like realizing like, oh shit, girls look different with concealer and mascara and all this shit. So it's
no shit. Yeah. Like, have you never had a girlfriend before? Does she look the same from when you guys,
But there is such a thing where like some girls are hot as fuck with makeup and they look still really hot without makeup.
For sure.
And then there's some girls where the difference is quite drastic.
It is drastic.